How you doing? My name is Robin McCracken, and I'm the diesel product manager for the 4 stores. What we have today is the most exciting coach on the market. It's absolutely amazing, more bang for the buck than anybody else out there, but that is the Entegra Anthem. All right, what this is Travel Supreme years ago, and then Jayco bought them out. Now we have a Lexus Toyota kind of thing going on where the high-end division's Entegra, and they're the only ones in the industry doing a 2 full-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. Nobody is coming close to that. Nobody is touching it. They don't worry about it at Entegra whether you dot the I or cross the T or whatever. They're just going to take care of you and treat you like the king that you are. So right here what we got is the Anthem independent front suspension. Nobody's going to do independent front suspension as far as disc brakes, as far as 3,000 Allison, as far as 450 horsepower, 2-stage Jake brake. I mean, this is all the package right here. So what they've done is also with the 3M shield, or it's a diamond shield, is they've protected it. And then their chips, you have a slide-out generator, and standard on this coach is a 12,000 kW generator, not an 8, not a 9.5, 10. This is a 12,000 all-electric coach standard. Okay, there's no gas in this coach. All right, so this is 100% all-electric. It's just what the big boys are. You can spend $500,000, $1 million, and you're not going to get more than what this coach will give you. So this is really exciting. The other thing that I want you to do is when we walk around here, you got your side cameras. There's really no options in this coach, okay? So the flush windows, the side cameras, the Sikkens paint. Sikkens paint is very important. You got to ask the manufacturer, the dealer, whoever you're dealing with, what type of paint am I using? And if they don't say Sikkens, they say a DuPont or something like that, here's what's going to happen. 5 years from now, 3 years from now, fiberglass expands, the paint doesn't, you get spider webs everywhere. And I've heard things, thermal cracking, I've heard all kinds of Mickey Mouse terms of what it is, but the reality is cheap paint. Okay, so again, what I have here is a real nice, clean featured door. All right, no rubber. When I see rubber around this door, that tells me one thing and one thing only. It leaks. There's wind noise. There's all kinds of road action going on. This one is very clean, and I have an air locking mechanism that sucks this door in and pulls it in tight so I don't have any wind noise whatsoever. I have a keypad. I have the key fob, and then I have a keypad here. What that's going to do is it's going to allow me to lock not only the front doors, I can also lock the entire coach up. Okay, all the outside bays will lock up with this. I can set it to open one. I can set it to open all of them. So it's really a really nice feature. I have flush windows. Okay, I don't have the frame around it. They're flush, they're bust style, they have this beautiful look. I have with my Sikkens paint flush slides, okay? So when this slide comes in, it's gonna look very clean. It's gonna look absolutely gorgeous, okay? So when this slide comes in, it's precision. All right, so when the slide comes in, it's absolutely going to be perfect. There's no room for error. Much easier to put a trailer slide with a piece of molding around here, another piece of molding here, and it doesn't matter whether it goes in or out 2 inches off, 3 inches off. All right, you're still going to have wind noise, and that's what the entire goal of this coach is to have the quietest ride you've ever been in. So we got independent front suspension. We got 315 tires in the front. 295s all the way around, 315 in the tires. That's Prevost-sized tires. Those are the biggest tires that you're ever going to see anywhere. And the whole idea is to give you huge payload. So not only is this going to have somewhere around that 9,000 pounds of payload, you're going to have one of the heaviest front ends in the business. Disc brakes in the front, and then independent front suspension for the smooth ride. You're going to find a lot of coaches that are straight axle. The problem with that is when you hit a bump, the entire coach is going to feel like it wants to vibrate instead of the tire, okay? So the front tire is the only thing that's taking the wear, not the entire coach. Independent front suspension has been in the automobiles business since the Model T. Why would you go backwards? All right, so independent is the best way to go. This is a Spartan chassis. Get it serviced anywhere. Millions and millions of miles of warranty done on it. It's just hands down the best chassis in the industry. What, Scott, I want you to pan up now is what we have is the awning package, okay? I don't have arms coming down here destroying this gorgeous bodywork. I have integrated awnings. I have integrated awnings to the point where right here it's 40 some odd foot of beautiful awnings. They're automatic. I show you right here that you have a remote for it. I'll open this door up. And there's your remote. Okay, so I can push the button inside the coach. I can push the button out here. I see it getting a little rainy or windy. I just push the button and you're in good shape. So it's the best awning in the business, and it's all beautifully done. So many coaches that I've seen, if you look at the molding on the cap in the front, so many right here I've seen where they're just kind of bolted on. They're not molded into the frame. They're not molded into the bodywork. Okay, this one is. All right, so flush windows, flush doors, flush sliding, and then it'll come in very, very clean. 150-gallon fuel tank, fill from both sides, big fuel tank. These doors, like I said, are all automatic locking. All right, so they're wonderful custom-made doors. This is not something that they use across the line. These doors are made specifically for this coach. Glass mat batteries, and I got enough here to light up a small city, okay? So there is no maintenance on these things at all. You buy it, you got 5 years easy. No maintenance whatsoever. Same thing the big boys use. So you have glass mats, they throw out twice the power. Best thing to use for your house. I can light up a small city. There's no maintenance whatsoever, but they're on slide-out trays. So if you want to replace one or whatever, no problem. You'll notice that these are full-length doors, okay? So many times I look at these slides, and they put these slides in the infrastructure of the coach. They run these bars down, and they cut a third of the bay door off. This one's got huge interior space. If you're looking in here, and I got a 1,000-pound trailer, I mean, look at this thing, 1,000 pounds, but look at how high it is from the floor here to the ceiling there. I can actually put rail boxes in there. How many times have I looked at a coach and that rail is so far down that it's just like silly to even have a dual slide? All right, so this is just a phenomenal setup, and you'll notice everything's sealed, everything is got its place, everything's put away really nice. X bracing, okay? Entegra is the only coach I know that does X bracing. Biggest problem, especially these type of coaches, is they tend to twist. So what you do is you put X bracing throughout the entire coach. This is in the rails and underneath, okay? So when I go into a coach and I'm looking which coach I'm going to buy, and I see this thing just sort of hanging here with no support, what's that mean to you? It means the cabinetry. It means the squeaking, the rattling. Okay, it means noise. All right, and this is the quietest coach on the market, hands down. I'll put it up against anybody. The other thing I got here is a typical industry standard on the floor. Nobody pays attention to the floor. But where do you think your transmission, your engine, your differentials, everything comes from? Road noise is the floor. So typical industry standards, what, 6-7 inches of RV, R factor? All right, so what we got here is a full 33 inches of insulation. What it means, again, to you is not only can I take this at any climate I could ever dream of, sub-zero weather, but I'm also going to be the quietest coach again. I keep on emphasizing quiet because I don't care who's running a Spartan chassis. I don't care who's running this setup. They do not insulate the way Entegra insulates. This is a full 3-inch wide wall. Nobody in the industry does that. Sickens paint. Huge value, best paint in the business. This fiberglass is twice the thickness of anybody in the business. Twice the thickness. The best way to look at these coaches is what you want to do is you want to sight down it. Okay, you want to sight down the coach. That's where the waves start coming in. You look at this coach and it's precision. It's absolutely a piece of art right here. Okay, so when you sight down these coaches and you see the caves and you see the valleys that you're going to get in most of these coaches, that's because they're using fiberglass so thin that you can practically punch through it. This one is huge thickness on the fiberglass, so that's very important. The other thing they're also doing is this is not made like a trailer. Typical coach is made like a trailer, and then they put a diesel motor on it, and you're done. This one is 16 on center, 2x3 aluminum studs welded a full 360, not just tack welded like some of these other guys. This is welded full 360, insulated, 3 inches thick. That's about a full inch thicker than anybody in the industry. So what that's going to mean to you is, again, not only quiet, but I can take this in any kind of heat situation, any kind of cold situation, and be absolutely comfortable. And that's the goal of this coach, is to be the best riding, best, most comfortable coach on the market for the bang for the dollar. There's nobody who will touch this. Of course, we're going to have an outside entertainment center. I love these flat screens. It allows me to build it into the frame of the wall. This one comes with a stereo system, remote. So you can watch your football game, do the picnic with the kids, whatever. It is an absolutely, and the one thing you're going to also notice is Samsung, okay? They use brand names you recognize, all right? So many coaches out there are using these names I've never even heard of. Everything in this coach is Samsung. If you check the consumer reports, they're always right up there on the top. So Samsung has done well. This coach and this TV is phenomenal. And so I have TVs here, and I have 3 inside the coach, so I got all kinds of TVs, so that's not a problem. Again, huge basement storage. Also, remember, the remotes will lock everything up. Okay, I don't have to come out with a separate key. All right, it locks it all up. My chassis, way up, X bracing, right there. This is what's allowing me to go in any environment I want, because 100% of this coach is heated, 100%. So that valve will be set at the factory around 42, and what that does is take the utility area, the cold of the water supplies, and make sure you're heated. So if you're living in Wisconsin somewhere and you don't want to winterize it because you know you might go out every other weekend, don't worry about it with this coach. It'll take care of itself. So it's absolutely awesome. Outside security lights, again, flush windows. They're also painting around the complete slide, okay? This is not just a piece of plain paint. It's painted around the complete slide. And Scott, I don't know if you're going to get this, but you can see the fading going on here. Okay, Precision out of Elkhart, Indiana, was also the one that used to do Prevost coaches. All right, so actually Royal was the one that they used to paint. And Prevosts are always known for the spectacular paint jobs, and these are the guys that do it. So if you compare, and I put these coaches side by side, nobody's going to touch this paint job. They're absolutely incredible looking paint. So I have the big 295s, security lights, shore lights. This is an automatic lifting tag. People always ask me, when do I lift the tag? Don't worry about it on this coach. When you go in reverse, the tag will automatically lift up, which is 90% of the reason why you push the air button anyway, so you don't scuff the tires, okay? So when I put it in reverse, you're all of a sudden going to hear this burst of energy, and what it is air exploding out of the system to lift this tag up. The jacking system, okay, it's amazing, especially of this caliber, how many jacks are hydraulic down and spring up. It doesn't make any sense to me. Spring up means that if I'm stuck in the mud or I'm stuck in the sand, I'm out here with a shovel trying to dig my jack out. This one's going to have huge amount of PSI going down, huge amount of PSI coming up. I'm not going to get this jack stuck. All right, so it's a phenomenal jacking system, and I've just been amazed in my 20 years of business how all these spring jacks are coming up. I guess they're cheaper. I don't know what the story is, but you got to watch for that. All right, my engine compartment here, 2 engine batteries, my DEF system, and all my control center right here. It's very simple. It's very easy to get. And the DEF system, which is the pollution-free environment that you have to meet all the codes since 2011. And what we found out in the industry, it actually raises the fuel economy, which I wasn't expecting that, but it actually raising the fuel economy as much as a mile per gallon. So that's the nice feature. And of course, the benefit is the exhaust is pure oxygen. So that's a neat feature. So you got your engine battery. I got 8 house batteries up front. I got enough power in this thing to light up a small city. So it's just absolutely amazing. And what I'm really tickled about, window awnings are standard. The awning Girard package is standard. The paint job is standard. The LED lighting is standard. I mean, it's just, there's really no options in this thing other than the fact that you pick your colors, you pick your floor plan, and so on. But as far as the actual elements of the coach, it's all standard. That's why this one continues to prove in the industry that it's by far the best value, period, hands down. All right, I don't have a rear radiator. I cannot believe there's certain coaches running 450 horsepower with a rear radiator. How is the thing going to breathe? All right, so what's happened is these are all computerized. If I'm looking at a coach with this big of a motor and it has a rear radiator, what it's telling me is when I'm towing a car and going up the mountains, it's going to start derating me. All right, the motor will do it by itself. It'll derate me, so where I'm going up a mountain and I'm not going to get the full effect of the 450 horsepower. What it means, it cannot breathe. Side radiator is the only way you want to go. So this also, if you're one of these handy dandy guys and you work on your own coach, look at how easy this is to get to. I can get to all the filters. I can get to everything in this coach. Air filter, big deal. It's right there. All my stuff is right there. This is a 15,000-pound hitch, all right? Huge hitch. Backup, okay, that's my backup alarm. So when I put this thing in reverse, I'm not going to run over anybody. So, but everything's easy access. It's amazing how many times with a rear radiator, how can I even get to anything? But this is the best setup in the business. Okay, we did one side of the coach, and now let's go to the working side of the coach, all right? So, again, side radiator, very important to keep the engine cool. So that's a big feature that you want to look out for when you're looking at these things, okay? So, side radiator. 295 tires. This is an automatic lift system, meaning I put it in reverse, the tires will automatically lift up. I don't have to worry about the buttons. I don't have to worry about anything. It does it automatically. So how do you beat that? Again, I was talking about full-time coach. It doesn't matter how severe the weather is. This coach can handle it. All right. So I have automatic cord reels. I have, instead of this rat hole here, I can put it right here and slam the bay door on there. I have flush systems, monitor systems. I can winterize if I need to. There's no real reason for it because it has its own heating system, but it's all designed to winterize if I want. And then the monitor and the flush and the water and the hot and cold shower to clean yourself up. It's really, really nicely laid out. This next one, which I want to definitely point out, this is the best heating system in the industry. AquaHot, name brand, not some off-the-wall brand that nobody's ever heard of. AquaHot is the best in the business. It's the same system that we use in Prevost buses. $2 million buses are using the same system. Automatic cord reel. It's really a neat feature. All right, again, just like that, I'm done. I can slam the door, and I can get to everything. So any modification, any servicing, any whatever, I can get to extremely easily. So it's very nicely set up for that reason. All right, that right here, if you pan the camera, see that will actually diagnose your heating system. So any kind of maintenance, for some reason it doesn't work, you look at that and it'll light up and tell you what's wrong with the coach. So that's, again, I'm putting my mechanisms, my slide mechanisms, over the rail, not through the rail, and so I have these huge doors that I don't have to crawl underneath to get to. I mean, these doors are just gigantic compared to what the industry is. I've seen as much as 1/3 cut off the top because they have these big bars. Okay, so this one's above the floor line. The slide's above the floor line, so when it comes in, it just looks gorgeous. Flush windows, window awnings, toppers on the slides, everything is standard on this coach. The paint job, standard. This is not upgrades, guys. This is all standard. And like I said, this is even storage down here, and because this is normally where your propane tank goes. I don't need propane because it's all electric. So I have more storage here, and then also where I can put the hose for sewage. So tons of storage. The electrical system on this coach is real simple. Right here, it can't get any simpler than this. All right, so I have all my diagnostics, all my fuses, all my 15 amp, 10 amp, and so on for the chassis is all right here. Very easy to maintain. I have all my schematics. How easy can you get? Okay, so there's no splices, there's nothing. All right, and the way this system works with the low voltage wiring is I'm cutting as much as 400 pounds of wiring in this coach. So that's a really neat feature. It's extremely efficient, and best of all, it's easy to work on, and it's about as trouble-free as it gets. So that's a really nice feature. Slide-out generator, xenon lights, the diamond shield, the side camera, and that is a 12,000 generator. 12,000, not an 8,000, not a 10,000. All right, that's enough to light up a small city. So what we're going to do now is let's go ahead, and we've seen all the outside, let's go inside for a second. Okay, here's the other thing I want to point out that I find absolutely amazing is you go to these coaches and they talk about their value and all this other kind of stuff. What they don't talk about is common sense. This is a tile wheel well for the staircase, okay? Tile right there. All right, the reason why the others are not tile is the coach is twisting, the coach is shifting, and they'll break their tile on the stairs. So when you see full tile, that means this is extremely structured, stable coach. To keep this stuff from cracking is a work of art to begin with. So it's much easier to just put rubber all over the place. So let's go step in for a second. Okay, I hope you feel more comfortable with the outside, so now we're going on the inside. First thing you're going to notice, look at this floor. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is fully tiled, glass mosaic all the way around. This is all glass. This is like a high-end kitchen, you know, from these million-dollar houses. That's the way this is all finished off. Absolutely gorgeous. Pan up a little bit on the ceiling and look at the treatment here. This is, again, absolutely gorgeous. These are all LED lights. These are all lights that I can dimmer 100%. Anything I want to do, and it has memory, it has whatever. So I can do, you'll see these panels throughout the coach, and it allows me to put dimmers, lighten, brighten, and so on. So the workmanship of this thing is absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I'm working on my system here, totally custom on the cabinetry, but the big thing about this coach, I mean, this is a top-of-the-line coach that's probably the easiest coach to work on for the manufacturer and for the mechanics, and your 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, but for a mechanic to get the things, it has to be nicely engineered. So what I'm running here is my TV, satellite, inverter systems, automatic generator starts, awnings, everything's right here. So this is the working function of the coach, and it's about as simple as it gets. And then I have on this side the 110 function of the coach. I don't have to crawl into the bed with this. I don't have to sit there and crawl into bed, go into the closet, whatever. It's about as simple as it gets. It's all 110. I have a broken fuse of some sort. I blow a fuse. No big deal. I know exactly where they're at. Okay, so I have a 2-stage Jake brake. I don't have exhaust brakes. I have a 3,000 Allison transmission, GPS system, everything out here designed as a cockpit. Now you're also going to notice, look how close this is to the front. The dash is incredible to go to the front. I've noticed a lot of these coaches where they'll push this thing back another 2 foot, and when you're trying to drive the thing, you have to constantly stand up to see, okay, am I too close? Am I too close? Here it is. It's about as smartly set up as possible. I have controls on my steering, and these are all electric, guys. All the shades are all electric. There's my toggle switch down there. Everything is totally electric on this coach and full storage. And the cabinetry is just a work of art. So we're going to go over here a little bit, and I'll show my low voltage shades, okay? This is all the best in the business. Like I said, I used to sell $1 million coaches, and this is the same wiring system. It's absolutely amazing. For nowhere near that kind of money, I got the same wiring system as the big boys have. And what that's going to mean is it's going to mean less problems, less efforts, less everything as far as wiring. If I do have a wiring issue, it's very simple to get to, and I'll show you that a little later. The center panel that they put in the bathroom, so we'll open that up. Flex steel furniture throughout the entire coach. All right. This is a futon. This is like a jackknife type sofa. And then I have a footrest right here. So I can sit there, relax. I got a footrest. It's really kind of nice to relax. Seat belts everywhere. And I'm 6'4", and I can lay on this without a problem whatsoever. On the other side, this is an actually air mattress bed with a couple other footrests. So this is nice too. Okay, so that will make a full bed. This is a jackknife style bed, plenty to sleep, 4 people, 3 people, whatever. This kitchen, this is a real Corian kitchen, okay? This is not a make-believe. This is an actual Corian. The reason why I say that is Corian allows the stain, see this beautiful piece, to go through the entire coach as opposed to the surface. Why is that important to you? I scratch this thing up. I want to sand it to get it clean. If this right here is not completely through that stone, I sand it and it'll look like a mess. I can actually sand this down and make it look brand new again. So it's wonderful. Storage on this kitchen is absolutely amazing. I have it everywhere. Okay, if the wife's going to say this has not enough kitchen space, I have never seen a coach with this much kitchen space. Look what I'll show you here. I mean, look at this. Solid wood, all custom made, rollers, full extension. Nobody builds cabinetry better than Entegra Coach. Nobody does. Then for the ladies that are saying, where's my trash can going? I thought that was pretty nifty. So my covers go right in there. I got a big drawer for trash can. I got another drawer for storage. And then what's new, which I thought was brilliant, is that this is usually a soap dish. They turned around and made another drawer. So how many drawers do you need? Look at this thing. I got silverware. I can put all kinds of kitchen appliances. Everything are all neatly set up. Pots, pans, whatever I need. And everything folds away really nice. Details. They are a stickler for details. It's very easy to do electric stove, heating system, whatever, but if you don't install it correctly, you're going to have issues. This one right here, they did this stove, and it's a Gaggenau electric grid just right out of your house, but it's not just flopped on there. I don't know if you can tell, but that is cut into the Corian to make it flush. So when I'm running these pots around, I have a beautiful flush electric stove. So this is a 2-burner, 9,000 BTUs a piece, right out of your house, convection microwave, drawers galore. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Now, on the dinette area, this one will slide out a little bit. So if I have guests, there's a locking in here. I could slide it out. So it allows a little bit more people. Again, seat belts everywhere. So it's a very nice feature. I got the fireplace. I got the 40-inch screen. And I also have my other voltage lighting right here. So I have lighting here. I got lighting here. Now, this one will not come with day-night shades. I push a button. The shades will drop. The day-night shade, the mesh-style solar shade will drop. The blackout shades will drop. It's the best system in the business. It is 100% automatic, so that's really neat. What I have here, Whirlpool. Okay, you're going to notice that these guys use brand names that everybody heard of. Okay, you're not going to have some kind of weird name coming out here. But this refrigerator is right out of your house. It is huge. I can't imagine that you need more of a refrigerator than this thing. I mean, it's absolutely gigantic. The other thing that they're doing, and which I found amazing, is under here, not only do you have the hose for your vacuum, okay, they're also doing the sweeper for your vacuum. All right, so you don't even have to use the hose anymore. You can just take your broom and then turn this on and vacuum right out the door. So that's a really neat feature. Again, with that huge side-by-side, here I got a pantry. So the design is just absolutely amazing to have that big of a refrigerator and the design of a pantry as well. All right, up here is going to be where I put my systems. All right, so what you got here is storage and my system. So I would put my direct TV, whatever, it'll work this TV, it'll work the one in the front, and then the bedroom has its own place where I could put the system, and then it'll also work the outside. So it's very clean, it's very to the point, it's all pre-wired, it's all ready to go. And if you check out the cabinetry, I keep on pointing to cabinetry because I don't know anybody who's doing the workmanship that this coach has. One of the nicest bathrooms I've ever seen. This thing is amazing. Number one is you'll notice the tile continues through the living room, the front, and then the bathroom. But the one thing I didn't mention is AquaHot. AquaHot, hot water pipes throughout the entire coach, so you can walk around barefoot in sub-zero degree weather. So it's absolutely amazing. Everybody else uses a 110 system. What they don't tell you is it doesn't work unless you're plugged in. This one is water, and it's working off your heating system for the coach. So it's zone 2. It's absolutely amazing. The bathroom, this is a custom bathroom. What I want you to see is look at how it's cut all the way down to the floor. Okay, no problem with any height whatsoever. Takes a lot more effort than this. It's much easier to put it on a platform and have the pipes come in than to do it like this. Okay, this is a major effort to do, but it's the right thing to do, and these guys do it. And look at the workmanship here. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. They've done a beautiful job with finishing off this tile. Nice Corian seat, all done in tile. It's just gorgeous. Double vanity in this model. They've changed the cabinetry just to kind of break it up a little bit, so that's really nice. And then it's all brushed steel, stainless steel features, and then LED lighting. All right, we're going to go into the powder room a little bit, and then this is where you'll see the motherboard. All right, so you're looking at the motherboard. All 3 air conditioners. There's sensors throughout this coach, air conditioners, heating systems, everything works here. I don't have a bunch of monitors all over the coach where I have to track it down. AquaHot, and then again right here, red light means it's not working. Simple as that. You get as easy as possible with the fuses, and all my schematics are right here. So you can't get any simpler than this. We're going to go into the bedroom a little bit, but before I do it, I mean, this is really exciting how they finished this thing off. All right, look at the cabinetry here. Drawers, drawers, laundry room. All right, I mean, this is incredible. These doors, very important to look at these doors, okay? First of all, look at the woodwork. Okay, the workmanship is incredible. All right, so on one side is going to be glass, on the other side is going to be a panel, especially in the bathroom, that would be the other door. But the one thing I wanted to mention, look at how residential it looks. I don't have push buttons, I don't have 2x4s, I don't have bars that I have to do it. I don't have to worry at 60 miles an hour taking a right turn and all these things slam. Because what I have here is a bulb system that expands when this coach goes into drive automatically and locks these things. So I don't have to worry about any of that stuff, okay? So this is the best door in the business. It's very residential, and it's solid wood, not some kind of balsa wood kind of thing. All right, it snaps into place. It is done. It's absolutely a stunning bathroom. All right, we're looking at a king-size air mattress double control system, no more cords. I mean, this is what it is. Select comfort, name brand again. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so they don't use off-the-wall brands, but this is a full king-size bed. The one thing I wanted you to notice, and I have these pillows, and I'm going to push this aside a little bit. Look at that headboard. If that is not a work of art, I don't know what is. I mean, they do a beautiful job, and this is my point about Entegra. Okay, they don't cut corners. All right, it's all beautifully done. You're not going to be able to see it too well, but it's not just a straight piece. It's got a nice crown to it. It's got beautiful cabinetry inside, tons of room, windows that open on each side. And then the one thing I want you to sneak into here a little bit, there's my control panel. There's how I lock my front door. I can do all my lights right here. I don't even have to get out of bed. It's absolutely amazing. So they make it as easy and as comfortable for you as possible. My lighting system and all my shades and everything throughout the coach is right here. Okay, so I can do security, I can do shades, I can do anything I want right here. So it's very nice. So I got a panel here, I got a panel here. All right, so how convenient can you get? Especially for this wiring system, which I find is the best in the industry, bar none, hands down. Surround sound system. I have a surround sound system custom made outside, or I'm sorry, not outside, but in the living room, and I have one custom made for the bedroom. And then what I have is, again, cavernous, everything. Big storage, full extension, full drawers, wood. And then I have my secret compartment. So I have this beautiful TV. It's all sitting here nice. You lift it up. My safe. Okay, I have a safe. I have a surround sound. I put my direct TV connection all right here. Completely hidden from anybody else. So it took me as a here I'm sitting here selling it. When they first started doing this, the cabinetry is so well done, it took me 20 minutes to find it. So they kept on saying they had it safe, and I'm lifting the bed, and I'm opening the curtains, and trying to find all. Here it is behind the TV. So it's a beautifully appointed coach. All right, not only did they finish off, look at how nicely appointed this is, not just a piece of cheap glass. And then Entegra, Anthem. That's all cedar, guys. That is totally cedar. It is all insulated and carpeted and cedar. All right, so no mold issues whatsoever. Now they do a stackable washer and dryer. Again, nicely appointed. Not just a bunch of louvers, but it's actually workmanship. It's very nice. Stacked residential washer and dryer, not a combination. And you'll also notice there's a tray here. That tray, God forbid you do an overflow, that tray will catch the water and put it outside. They've thought of everything. Well, thank you very much for walking with me through this coach. It's absolutely incredible. The Entegra Anthem, in my opinion, by far the best value on the market. I hope you learned something today. My name is Robin McCracken. We have 4 stores. I love to earn your business. Just call us anytime you want. And I have associates all over the place that will be more than happy to help you guys out. Any questions, let us in on it, because we'll beat anybody out there, period.